Hey guys, my name's Liv, and in 2 days I'm going back to school. And instead of worrying about all the homework and the extra AP classes I've signed up for, I thought it'd be a better use of my time to give you all some tips and tricks that have helped me survive the past 2 years of high school and will hopefully help me survive the next 2. So, let's get started. Number 1, if you have a hard class and don't understand something, don't be afraid to ask your teacher. I know it's a little cliche and it kind of goes in one ear and out the other, but if you don't understand something, you're not going to get anywhere going around everyone besides the person who knows what they're doing. The hardest part of asking someone for help is getting over that social anxiety. So you don't have to do it day 1, you don't even have to do it in the first month, but just slowly work up that courage to ask for help, because if you don't ask, you're going to be stuck and your grades are going to suffer because of it. Okay, tip number 2. If you work well with other people, find a study group or make up your own. Working with other people isn't for everyone, but once you do find the right people around you, it can make some of your really hard classes easier. Study groups really do help, and especially right before like an AP test or a final, it makes the world of a difference. Tip number 3. Online resources are your best friends. I'm going to give you a couple of websites that I found very useful when I'm going through my classes. Khan Academy is probably the best one I found for math, and then Crash Course for English, history, and then some sciences. Academy, for one, has like videos that walk you through things, they give you practice questions. The reason why I like Crash Course is because you have John, Hank Green, and other nerd fighters running the channel. They know how to make very difficult subjects workable, and it helps you think of things in a different way that your teacher might not traditionally do. That's why I recommend Khan Academy and Crash Course. Tip number 4, your mental health is super important throughout the school year. If you're stressed, take a 30-minute break minimum away from all of your work. You shouldn't have to come to a point where you feel like you're stuck and you're not going anywhere. If you feel tired, if you feel overworked, put down that work and take a short break. Your brain is important and it's the only one you've got. So if you don't take care of it, you're going to be burned out even before you can go on to greater things as an adult. Tip number 5. If you are a music person and you can work with music on, I recommend finding a kick-ass playlist. There's so many music streaming sites out there that can give you good music for focusing, whether that's jazz, instrumental, old-time music, songs that do have lyrics but are so old that you don't know them so you're not singing them. You can find whatever you need, but I find that when I have music going, there's nothing that can stop me. Number 6. So if music isn't your thing, and you find yourself getting distracted when you're studying or doing homework, like by being on your phone or Tumblr or whatever, there are some apps out there that help you focus. The longer you stay off your phone, the more points you get. The points don't really mean anything, but it gives you an incentive to stay off your phone and to focus on the bigger task at hand. Tip number 7. Find an organization style, a planner, a calendar, anything that fits your style. Most of you will be like me, and as soon as the school year starts, all of your organization will go to hell. But set aside time to label your notebooks, try to start a planner even though no one really uses those after the first semester. Do whatever you need to do to keep on track. Tip number 8. Don't bog yourself down with homework. Make time to see friends, family, and do things that you want to do. I know there are people out there that are like me that only do homework and don't leave time to do anything for themselves. You don't want to be crammed in your room or in your house all the time doing work because it's kind of soul-sucking. Tip number 9. A grade on a test, paper, or project won't necessarily mean that you'll get a bad grade in the class. The way the school system works is that there's so much going into the grading system that you have room for a mistake or two. But if you get a bad grade, don't beat yourself down, because if you do, you don't pick yourself back up, you're leading yourself for more bad grades in the future. If you're like, I screwed up this time, but I know I can do better, then you're leading yourself to a path where you can get a good grade in the end. And finally, tip number 10. Don't worry about what everyone around you is taking for classes. Think about what you want to do in the future. Think about what you like and what you don't like, and then follow that path. School might be about learning, but it's also a time to discover who you are as a person. You need to think about you before you think about everyone else, and that's really hard when you're a kid, and it's really hard for me. But if you think, what do I want to do? Even if you don't know, what do I like to do? Go down that path. It will lead you in the right direction. So those are the top 10 things that I found most useful in my past 2 years of high school. And I'm kind of interested to know what you guys think. So comment down below and tell me what tip you found most useful, or some tips for other people that I didn't mention that you found useful, whatever grade, whatever age you may be. So that's all the time I have for today. But if you guys found this video helpful, you can always leave a comment down below, thumbs it up, add it to your favorites, or even subscribe to our channel. We make videos as soon as we can. With school starting, it's going to be a little hard, but we're going to do the best that we can. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye!